Good morning, students. Today, in this class, I am going to explain about motion. Children, generally in our day-to-day life, we use the term motion. So, what is the exact meaning of motion? When do we say that someone is in motion? When do we say that the objects are in motion? Generally, we use the same term number of times in our daily life. See, the motion or rest of an object, the motion or rest of an object depends upon the observer. Children. Depends upon the observer. So, motion is a combined property. Motion is a combined property of the observer and the body which is being observed. Children, motion is a combined property. When do you say that something is in moving, something is in motion? Okay, in that situation you will be the observer. Suppose a car is moving towards you and passing away from you. Then you are the observer because you are in rest position, the object car is in motion. With respect to you, you can say that the car is in motion. So, as a scientific definition, a motion is said to be, a body is said to be in motion when its position is changing continuously with the time related to an observer. I repeat, a body is said to be in motion when its position is changing continuously with the time relative to an observer is called motion. It's called motion because relative to an observer means what? With respect to you, you can decide whether the object is in motion or rest. If the object is moving, you can say that the object is in motion with respect to you. Okay, so such objects are called they are said to be in motions. Okay, now what is distance, children? What is distance and displacement? Let us see, children, here. Distance is the length of the path. Distance is the length of the path traversed by an object in a given time interval. Given time interval is called distance. Okay, and distance is measured in generally meters as well as kilometers. Okay, now what is displacement, children? What is displacement? Children, here the shortest distance between the points is called displacement, or else the shortest distance covered by the object in a specified direction is called displacement. Children, if you observe here, suppose if you draw a displacement and the distance direction, for example, children, this is AB. Children, imagine an object is moving from A to B. It can choose two paths, children, here. That is A, S and B. A, S and B. And one more is also A to B. A to B. To reach from A to point B. Point A to point B. Now here two cases are there. So this is, children, observe here ASB. For example, children, observe the difference between the distance S and ASB, displacement AB through S, A to B directly. So here, children, here displacement is a vector. Displacement is a vector, and to describe the physical situation, some quantities are specified with magnitude as well as direction. Such physical quantities are called vectors. Children, here, vectors and scalars. Vectors. See, the physical quantities which require both magnitude and direction are called vectors, children. So here displacement requires both magnitude and direction. So hence it is called vector quantity. The physical quantities which have both magnitude and direction is known as vector. And here distance, for example, ASB is a distance. Okay, here distance doesn't require any direction, children. Distance but required magnitude but no direction. The physical quantities which does not require any direction are called scalar quantities. Scalars does not require any direction. Are called scalar quantities. Which does not require any direction. Okay, are called scalar. So distance is a scalar. So this is example for this displacement, children. Displacement is the example for vector quantity, and distance is the example for scalar quantity. Displacement is the example for vector quantity because which has both magnitude and direction, whereas distance is the scalar quantity which does not require any direction but required magnitude. Okay, children. So a vector can be represented as directed line segment. For example, children, you see vectors can be represented as directed line. Children. For example, children, here see A and B. AB. Okay, and this is called generally nothing but magnitude. Children. So a vector can be represented by an arrow or line segment. Its length indicates magnitude. This is length indicates magnitude. Okay, magnitude, and arrow indicates direction. Point A. This arrow indicates direction. So both magnitude as well as direction. So it is a vector quantity. Okay, here A is called tail. A is called tail, and point B is called head. So this is the symbol to represent the vector quantity. Children, in the above example, children, observe here the figure 5. Here I drawn here ASB. In the example figure 5 ASB, show the actual distance covered by an object. This is actual distance ASB, actual distance covered by an object. Okay, by an object A, and AB is the displacement, which is straight line drawn from initial position to its final position of the object. So AB is called the displacement vector. So in this figure, AB is called the displacement vector. AB is called displacement vector, children. Okay. So the units of displacement in SI system are generally used as kilometers as well as meters. Okay, kilometers and as well as meters. Children, one example is there. Drawing displacement vector, children. For example, say drawing displacement vectors. Displacement vector, children. For example, drawing displacement vector, children. For example, children, you see, observe here. You know very well this is the opposed point and point. And one more is the children here. Yeah, this is 1 and this is 1, children. Now, what is the, of course, point A, children, here, point A, and this is point B. Okay. Now this is, of course, A and B. Now draw the displacement vectors of these diagrams. What is displacement, children, here? Displacement nothing but the shortest distance between 2 points, that is initial point and final point. So this is 1 point, this is 1 point, children. So this is what? Displacement vector. Displacement vector. So point, initial point to final point. And here also you can draw, children, here. This is what? A to B. This is also displacement vector. Because this is the shortest distance between final point to initial point. So we can move from here to here, this straight way, shorter distance from here, which makes shorter distance. So we can choose this path, and the path which we have chosen, which makes shorter distance to move from B to A, is called as displacement, children. Okay, children? Thank you and have a nice day.